just about to get underway. Our starter in this one, Marcus Stroman. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
J.P. Crawford, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. And that one almost hit him. Swing and a broken bat roller towards third, and that's just foul. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Tap to first, but it kicks foul. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
In the air, center field. Bellinger under it. And there's one down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next pitch misses outside. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. That one misses, and the count is even, 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that is downstairs. And now it's filled up 3-2. right through there. Got it. They didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here's the power-hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Yeah, that's fouled off. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. It's a strikeout for the Stro Show, his second of the game. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now in the Bronx. Today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Jason Dominguez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that's off the inside edge. Ball two. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. There's a strike. 3-1. Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Judge waits. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Out of here. His second home run of the series, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And, boy, he just hammered that. Recognized the break. And, man, this guy kept his front foot down. Weight didn't transfer until the exact time. An excellent backspin to carry it over the fence.
Cody Bellinger, the next to hit, takes outside. Bellinger's a brilliant defender, whether in the outfield where he won a Gold Glove in right, center field, or at first base. The footwork he attributes to playing soccer as a kid. And Bellinger is a huge, and it gets by him. Runner on at first with one gone. And stepping in for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Bellinger goes. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base. Bellinger, the runner at second with one away. That one inside, and now 2-0.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Man at second. Now one missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Oh, 1 now. And a slider misses down and away.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one upstairs. And a good eye there.
3-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Two on, one out. And they're all loaded up.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That clips a corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Fought off foul. laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Down the line, and it's foul. Line and a base hit into right. One runs in. Now a long throw home. And they tag him out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. Second inning set to go. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Pitch misses. 1-1. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone, Boog, from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And there's a ball. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. In there at the knees for a strike.
1 and 2.
On the ground to Jazz. Over to Goldie. And Polanco is out.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
Ball 2.
That one missed. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
That one ripped, but foul. Raley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner takes off. And foul ball. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Mariners leave 1, and they're down 2-0. back in the Bronx. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Gilbert back to work. And that one clips the corner. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the count is even. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Oswald Peraza stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That's down and in. And a breaking ball misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
High in the air, out to right. Canzone on his way over. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now. So up next, Jason Dominguez led off the game with a strikeout. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Two down, nobody on. Popped up left side. Crawford. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, Ben Williamson. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge really on his horse for this one. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That misses the zone. And 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
This one in the air center field. Bellinger sizing it up. 1 up, 1 down. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. Young, in his rookie season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2022. Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Peraza falls it in, 2 away.
The bat, number 3, shortstop,
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Stays alive. Two outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mariners go down quietly there. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back in New York at the plate, Aaron Judge.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Off the mark there. Now 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That misses the zone, and now 3-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lays out and makes the play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody.
And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. There's a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. One down, base is empty. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten it. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And first offering is fouled off. Outside. Swings through that one for strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
And a ball evens the count. And they'll do it again. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez drops into the glove. That is the inning. One left for the Yankees, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Out of the fourth, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Just missed.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one clips the corner. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Rodriguez at second with nobody out. And that's in for a strike. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one fouled off. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And it's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger on the move. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And the batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 1 out. That's out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they trail by 1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Now here is Luke Raley. Walked his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off left side. Two outs. That one almost got him. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to Jazz, and that is that. A run, a hit, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Paul Goldschmidt. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. You think he caught him off guard with a fastball right there, Chris? He didn't look ready for it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's exactly what happened. You look at the sequence of pitches. He didn't see anything firm until that last fastball. So you got to think he was still sitting off speed and just couldn't react quick enough to even get a swing off. That's good pitching right there.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Will Warren on to pitch here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Dominic Canzone digs in now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's the ball. 2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Ben Williamson up next for the Mariners. Up the middle, and that chance handled. In the dirt, nice pick.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example of putting your body in position to make a play and doing just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
And now for Seattle, Cole Young. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. On the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. And our score remains 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. Gilbert back to work.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And delivers outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. Center field, Rodriguez. Sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
2 outs. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners 1. Top of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill, the left-hander, up and throwing. Beater also throwing. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Ball to strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That just misses, and it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's a fair ball.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
No outs, runner at first. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And that's in there at the knees.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the sixth. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Digging in, Cal Raleigh. That clips the corner. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. On the move, heading back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 2 in this one. Arozarena, 30 years old now, and he was born in Cuba. Hard hit left side. On to Chaz. Out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mariners 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Wu.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
Action in the pen down there. Matt Brash getting loose out there. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And Ed Drummond right on it says he held up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three two now.
2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Stanton now. A walk, and he's also singled. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Third home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Yankees up by 3. That one way inside. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one 95 to finish him off. Goldie steps into the box.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Fastball for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
One down, base is empty. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And next for New York, Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Inside, ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball. That one misses. Ball 3. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Cancel.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Volpe up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Wells off of first with 2 away. A little bit low. In the dirt to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now the DH, Jorge Polanco. The M's in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Luke Raley will hit next. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. And ball 1. To the right side. And that one handled. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's saved.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
And up next for Seattle, Dominic Canzone, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Hill picks over. Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Ball. Swing.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One left for Seattle, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Brash.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days, but when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Peraza stands in now and watches strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2.
One and two.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Down in order go the Yankees as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Clayton Beater. He's been so good against lefties. And here is Cole Young.
Leading off for the Mariners, the second baseman, Cole Young.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that is out of play.
Oh. 2-1.
That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The batter, number 3.
And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. 1 for 3. Upstairs.
No strike.
Young gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Double play ball to second. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot.
Rodriguez.
Swings and misses.
No ball.
That's strike 1.
Strike.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Tying run at the plate. Left field. Stanton is there. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
The batter, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And that
No,
misses.
that's a ball.
1-0.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
The tying run at the plate. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Pitch is in there. 2-2.
Okay.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch, not close. And fouled off. The 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 run's in. Headed for the plate. In to score from first. It's 4-3.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now, that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. Rips one to right, down the line, and it's foul. So the tying run at second. That misses. And a count even 1-1. On the ground, right side, Chisholm. Tosses to first, and Polanco is out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in the Bronx, on to the bottom of the 8th, and now Aaron Judge. Brash back to work. On the ground to first. Handles, throws to first. Judge out on the play.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. And that drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Trent Thornton getting ready to go. Spire, the lefty, warming up as well.
One ball, 1 strike.
And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. And it remains a 4-3 game. Scott Efros comes on trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Looking to get the tying run on base. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
He's 2 outs away. Dominic Canzone now at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Just misses with that one.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Backed off the plate that time. A 1-run lead here in the top of the 9th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one is inside. Ben Williamson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So last chance for the Mariners. And now for Seattle, Ben Williamson. That one is upstairs. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. And that one is gone. And this game is tied. It's 4-4.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now, Cole Young. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
One down. Movement in the bullpen. Ian Hamilton, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Ball one there. Softly hit to third. Throw is high and over his head. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That one at the knees for a strike. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position. That one hooked foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that is that. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. All even now at 4 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Gabe Spire.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Sliced hard but foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Trent Thornton up and loosening in the pen. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Raley. He takes it on his own, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one outside. Ball 1. And downstairs. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Line drive, that's a base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That's outside, and that is ball 1. Four in the 9th. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Ball. 2-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Fair ball. Goldschmidt makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
2 on, 1 out. Volpe digs in now. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
1 ball.
Now
No
a
strike.
pitch out, and perhaps they were protecting against the squeeze. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And it's a squeeze. Across is the winning run, and the Yankees win it on a walk-off squeeze. Wow!
Well, a gutsy call from the bench. You've got to have a lot of confidence in the ability to handle the bat by that guy standing at the box. Well, he got it done, put the ball on the ground.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.